Hello everyone, my name is Felipe, and as you can see, a brand new video. And in this video, as you could see by the title, I'd like to bring you guys a new kind of video where I analyze an old lap I did and a new one with a lot of improvements, especially with setups and experience in the game. Yeah, we just get faster towards the end of the game. So I like to bring you Russia hot lap, and I will compare my TSRL hot lap, which was really slow at the time. Like I didn't practice that much, but still, it was really slow. And my new hot lap, which I did in the end of April. So yeah, at the time it was a 29.9, and nowadays I can do a 28.6 or 0.7. I don't have a 0.6 recorded, but I have a 0.7. So yeah, let's look into it. And as you can see, in the Merc we are so much closer to the wall on the right, and it helps like 3000 doing that, 5000. But it really helps. You don't have that much long straight, so you need to use everything. Going to turn 1, braking just after the black box, yeah, above your car. So yeah, braking after that board, just before the 100-meter board. And on the Haas I go down to 3rd gear, and on the Merc it's 4th gear. So it really shows that I'm using a really oversteer setup on the Merc, because I get the same rotation and I used a higher gear. So it means the setup has improved a lot. I remember at the time I tried my old Russia setup, and it was so understeery because we learned the game and then we improve how to drive and yeah, everything else. But yeah, now this long left-hander, just stay tight to the left to minimize the track distance. And here I turn a little bit later on the Merc, and then I avoid the curb, and on the Haas I get a lot of curb. So it's not great because I understeered during that curb, so I don't have that much rotation. And the minimal speed is not good also. So you can see the minimal speed there below on the screen. And the first sector is 2.5 times faster in the Merc, so it's just about 2 corners, maybe 3 corners, and I gained so much time. You could see there I touched a little bit too much of the curb on the right on the Merc lap, so I didn't have that much rotation. So the minimal speed there was exactly the same on the Haas and on the Merc, but still it was a good corner. And this corner is so complicated because it doesn't have any reference, so you just need to turn in and hope you touch a little bit the curb on the right, because it helps with rotation. And the minimal speed here was faster. It was 189 on the right, and then 180 on the left. So it makes a big difference, like 9 kph, but makes a big difference. And then on this corner it was exactly the same minimal speed, but as you can see on the right my line is different, so I didn't get that much understeer and I could have the rotation. So it's just about going on the throttle earlier, and then you can get rotation from there, just not by turning the wheel more. And this corner I short shifted from 4th to 5th on the Merc lap, which is really better, a lot better than what I did in the Haas lap, which I just kept 4th gear. And it's not great because you won't get that good rotation, especially a corner where you need to go on the throttle while turning. Actually, most of the corners on this track you need to do this. So now on the back straight, you can hear my friends say some word there, but this back straight is an opportunity for an overtake, but I don't think it's worth it. And now we are joining the sector 3 of the lap, which is really difficult. You don't need to be that much on the left to brake. You need to be on the middle of the track, and then you can brake on the straight. Going down to third gear, touching just a little bit the curb on the right, which helps with the rotation of the car. And then turning for the left, you go fourth gear before actually while touching the curb. And I did it pretty equal in both laps, but if you see the minimal speed, it was 140 on the right and 133 on the left. So this small difference makes all the difference, you know, in terms of lap time. And on this corner, I prefer to have a better exit, so I went in slow at 97 kph on the right and 100 on the left, but here I short shifted from third to fifth, and it resulted in a much better exit. And on the left you can see I didn't short shift to fifth, so the traction was not good. I was in fourth, and if I go in the throttle the same way I went on the Merc lap, I would spin, definitely. So yeah, short shift is a really good thing to use in the sector 3. And now braking just after the 100 meter bar, and now turning really early because the tires are not really good anymore. At the end of the lap they are so hot, and yeah, you don't have that much turning. On the right I did it really nicely, but on the left, as you can see, I missed the apex, and I understeered a lot, so I lost easily at the end. And that's the main point of this video, to compare two laps, 4 months ago from now. So I didn't have really good setups, and yeah, I've learned a lot from there. Nowadays I have a really good setup for Russia, especially race pace. I think it's really good, and yeah, it was 1.2 seconds faster. I think there's nothing more to say. And it's all about confidence, you know. If you are confident in your car, you just go and push it as much as you can. You don't really care about track limits or something. And yeah, confidence is something you improve with the time and a lot of practice in it. So as you can see by the sectors now, the first sector was 2.5 tenths faster, the second sector almost 4 tenths faster, and the last sector is the biggest difference. It's 6 tenths faster. So it's so much faster. Like 6 tenths is something you should improve in a whole lap, but I improved it in a single sector. And that's not even my PB sector. As I said, that's not my PB lap, but I don't have it recorded, so yeah, that's what I have for this video. But now we will look into my slowest lap, 29.9, and yeah, it's pretty much the same braking points, the same acceleration points. As you can see, going to third gear and having a lot of understeer mid corner, so I don't have a really good run through turn 3, I think this is. Here I turned really early. I was afraid of going out of the track there, like on the exit, because I have understeered, but that's why I turned so early. And now, as you can see, it's not that committed, you know. I've already watched a lot of times that Mercedes lap I did, 28.7, and comparing to this one, I can really feel like in this one I was maybe nervous or something, but I couldn't go faster than this, you know. So it was a really good lap, as you can see by the split there, 3.7, which is not good. You really want a 3.2, and then the last sector 0.7 at least, then you can do up 28 in the end of the lap. But here it's not that committed, you know. I turned, but I was waiting the car to respond me, and that's not the way I used to drive. Like many people do this, but I'm not used to do this. My driving style, you will see in this lap right now, my driving style is different. I really like to use the throttle and the brake, not at the same time obviously, but when I'm not using the brakes I'm using the throttle and vice versa. So as you can see now, going out of turn 1, when I just got out of the brakes I go like 50 to 40% on the throttle. That's my driving style. I used to go straight away like 40% of the throttle. This corners also, I don't wait that much to go on the throttle, because the more time you wait to go on the throttle on the exit of a corner, you will understeer, you know, so you don't have any power on the rear, so it's just about the front tires grip, and yeah, depending on the corner speed you will get a lot of understeer. So you need to go on the throttle really early, and then you get a really good exit, and yeah, you need to get your wheel straight really quickly also, and it helps a lot. As you can see here, I'm fully committed to this lap. Like this last sector was a bit off my PB, but it's still fine. I broke a little bit too early there, and I don't have the delta time. I prefer to not have the delta. I don't know why, but I think if I stay looking to the delta, I might get distracted. So I don't really know how much I'm improving, as my position in my cockpit, I can't see it, the wheel. But now I'll show you both laps in the normal speed, so not slow motion, and yeah, they start at the same time. So now starting the lap, you can already see I'm closer to the wall on the Mercedes lap, so I can get a better run into turn 2 using 4th gear. And as you can see, I didn't turn that much the wheel, and I kept straight away on the left of the track to minimize track distance. And now I turned I think the same amount of wheel input, but I turned late, so I didn't get understeer. At that corner I made a mistake, if you compare both, but you can already see how much ahead I am on the Mercedes lap, and I don't get any understeer on the Mercedes lap. I will get a bit of oversteer here actually, not oversteer, but the corner was really good. And now going to the 3rd sector, the most technical one. It's so hard. Like 4 months ago I didn't have that confidence to like push flat out as I'm doing now, and I didn't know some things about setups, which I showed you in my last setup video. But I think that's pretty much it. You can see the end of the lap here, going sideways on the Mercedes lap, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Yeah, got some tips about the Russian track. It's not a personal best track for me, but I still enjoy racing in it. And I'll be streaming Fit Series, which is a new for me, championship on PC on next Saturday. So make sure to follow me on Twitch, which the link is right in the description. Subscribe to the channel, leave the like if you like the video, and make sure to share this video also, will help me a lot. So see you next time.